Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel and another video. It's a lovely day, the sun is out, it's absolutely beautiful. Even Pickle is basking again. And today we are going to repot a lot of tomato seedlings from Auntie Daisy. My lovely neighbor Auntie Daisy has given me all these cherry tomato seedlings that she hasn't got the heart to throw it away, so she said if I want to I can have all of it. I've only repotted the strongest ones. I wasn't planning on keeping most of it. I thought I'm just going to repot it and give it away to my friends, but I decided actually I think I'll keep them because of the lockdown. Obviously hardly anybody can find compost in shops, in garden centers. So yeah, I thought I'll just repot all of it. They're too fiddly and they were tiny tomatoes. But I thought, yeah, I'll repot them, I'll give them the chance. And those that were struggling a little bit, I just had to discard them. As you can hear in the background, that's my husband building some raised beds. It's a little bit too noisy, so I had to mute it a little bit. And also, he's playing really loud music. I also have some peppers here. These are the habanero peppers that I've grown from seeds that needs to be repotted. And later on in the video, I will show you what they look like now after, has it been 3 weeks or so? I think it's been 3 weeks or so. Here in the UK, the temperature is a lot cooler than in Philippines, so everything grows quite slowly in the beginning till the summer really comes. So this is what they look like after I've repotted them. Unfortunately, later that day it started raining, so I had to move into the greenhouse or my polytunnel because I really wanted to plant some of my potatoes and carrots. Yeah, and it started raining, so I decided to move in the polytunnel, plant my carrots. I decided to plant them in pots this year. This is the Autumn King carrot, Autumn King 2. I'm only going to put about 20 something seeds in this pot. I don't want big carrots. I just want nice homegrown organically. It doesn't have to be very big. To be honest, the small carrots are actually sweeter than the big ones. I'm only putting this much. And then sprinkle it on top, and then just a light covering of soil. And then just cover it with a little compost on top. And because it's raining, rather than watering it, I decided to just leave it outside and let soak it a little bit before I brought it back in. The neighbor is a little bit noisy today as well. I think he is building his fence on the other side of his house. Here are the potatoes I have. These are just store-bought potatoes. I just got them from the shop. I started growing, so I thought, well, do you know what? I am just going to plant it in some of my compost bags that I kept. I've always planted my potatoes like this, even in the past. Either I put it in shopping bags, one of those big shopping bags, and empty compost bags, obviously. just putting enough holes so that it drains well if it rains. As it happened, it's been, you know, raining. By the way, this is the following day after I planted the carrots. I didn't carry on that day because it was just too wet. Now it's another day, it's sunny again, and it's pretty warm. Put a couple of inches of compost in the bottom of the bag, and then I put the potatoes with the chips sticking up, and then just cover it with another 2 inches of compost, and then just wait for it to grow. As soon as you see another growth, like about 2 inches growth of the potato, cover it again with more compost, and as it grows you just keep covering it until you fill the bag, because the potatoes will grow roots from the stems, and then that's where they have their tubers. In the next videos, or in future videos, I will show you how I topped up all my potatoes bags, and when they start growing I'll show that to you. Like I said, this is the next day. It's nice and sunny. Pickle is outside in the front garden, basking in the sun, but I had to cook, so I had to close the door because it's starting to get a bit windy. So I'm just making some ginisang sitaw. This is not the string beans that we have like in Philippines, like the long beans. This is just the piña beans. It's quite shorter, but it tastes the same. We're very similar, really. So I thought I'll saute it in a little bit of garlic, onions, tomatoes, and then a lot of chili oil. There was just loads of chili garlic in that chili oil, so I just put it about 2 tablespoons until it was pretty hot. And then I put the beans, and then light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, Shaoxing rice wine, and just a bit more of chili. It's got really spicy, and I thought, since I'm on my own, I added some green peppers and red peppers too, and I fried some dilis. I thought I've not had it for a very long time, so I'm going to have some fried dilis. I don't like frying it inside the house because it absolutely smells inside, but my outside cooker is not quite done, so I'm gonna have to make it inside because I just fancy it. I just really fancy it. That's a sprinkle of spring onions on top of the beans. Then fry the dilis. This is frozen dilis actually. I put it in the freezer. I know it's dried and it's cured because it's salted, but I always put it in the freezer and it doesn't smell that much once you cook it. And a cup of rice. This is absolutely beautiful. I started eating it with spoon and forks, and I used wooden spoon and fork because I don't want it to be too noisy. If the camera picks up the noise, it gets really too noisy in your eardrums. My sausawan is sukang pinakurat, also spicy, so I have a very spicy beans and I have a very spicy sausawan from my Dilis. It was absolutely beautiful, because after that I'm gonna have to go back in the garden and carry on with the rest of the plantings. Oh, you're gonna have some sabaw. Sabaw is the sauce into your rice. It gets quite a bit lonely when you're eating on your own, but I tell you, I have enjoyed this one so much that I thought I wasn't going to stop. It was just beautiful. Are you cold or do you want something? I can't give you any of these picks because these are... Try this. Do you like it? I give in. In the end, I ended up giving in anyway. And there it is. Can't resist. I have to eat. Excuse me. I am so sorry about the noise, guys. My neighbor is banging the walls. My dog is barking. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I had to close the doors because the birds are too noisy at times. I love my birds in the garden though. Where are you? There. What? Can you sit? Sit. Good boy. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I have a new upload, and so you don't miss any update on the garden. I have more garden videos to come. If that's what you like, please do let me know in the comment section down below, and then some more recipes coming your way as well. For the time being, look after yourselves, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.